stuff makes sense if the chain is set up the same. So it's basically just sitting around waiting till end of day till cons got cheap. Um, put in a bid on 25s and waited. Did I expect them to go that far? Hell no. Did I sell like $20 a con too early? Absolutely.
Hell
But
yeah.
but yeah, I mean the Vanna in the morning was a monster on 5200 and was significantly larger at 5200 than it was at 5250 in my mind. It might have gotten there when we got up to like 35, but yeah, here, let me see if I can screen. Uh, yes. Hold on.
Can you share your screen or do you need
Yeah,
permission?
I'm trying. I think got it. I'm a real big tech guy. You see it?
Hold on. Yeah, I see your screen.
So, so yeah, so this was a little later in off of open when we were pushing up. But you can see even as we pushed up to, I mean, I think like 35 was high of day. But you can see even as we pushed up to, closer to high of day, I don't even think 50, I could be wrong, but I don't even think 50 hit point two on Delta. And you can see 5200 just being massive. Um, so since we were, pushing up, not being pulled up to 50, my mind was, kind of looking downside all day. If we had gone over 40, we probably would have zoomed up to 50 pretty swiftly. But since we've been in like a bit of a spot up vol up scenario, and you can see that vol in theory would be increasing. Screen is black.
I see your screen.
Okay. All right, sweet. Since we've been in like a spot up vol up scenario and we are sitting in a very low Vanna at 35, and so that's vol up in my mind, and we aren't just like immediately pushing up. And I like I said, I don't when I looked at the chain, I did not see 5250 hit a point 0.2 delta. Maybe it did and I missed it. But I did not see that happening. So I did not think that 5250 was gonna pull it straight up. Um, and 5200 being, the size that it was this early on, just in my mind, it probably had more pull than 50 did. So that was my lean for the day was short, and then it was just a matter of when to enter. So what should we be looking for on the Vanna charts? Um, Honestly, I think everyone kind of has a little bit of their own way of reading these. I almost had to sort of teach myself Vanna to make sense of these charts at all together. And I like learned this exactly backwards than Geo tried to teach it. I learned Vanna first and Gamma second.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but for me, I kind of look at these as sort of possibilities of where they want price to go, right? So you can think about it as like a sine wave. I don't know. Oh shit, I don't think I have that thing, but let me see.
Oh, the plugin to draw.
Yeah, I think whatchamacallit does though. Maybe they don't.
Use. he used snipping tool and like
Oh, good call. Where'd it go? Fuck. Can you see my mouse?
yeah, see your mouse.
All right. So in theory, Van is gonna be a bit of like a sine wave almost, right? So like this.
Here, I could post chat or in the Discord to like kind of.
I don't know where that screen save just went, honestly.
I got it.
Um but in theory, Van is supposed to be like a bit of a sine wave like that, right? So the goal of dealers is to push it towards the flip point of that sine wave. However, when you have something this unbalanced in my mind and it's not, it's refusing to get pulled up to 50 as it is, there's something to this strike at 5,200. Did I think it was going to get there? Absolutely not. Um, would I have happily shorted 50 as well? Yeah, definitely. But I was kind of expecting a pretty choppy day, just like yesterday. I don't know if you guys were hearing me when I was talking to BK in the beginning. The chain looked a lot like it did yesterday in terms of what positions were sold and what positions were bought. So I was kind of expecting an end of day sell off from about 10:30, 11 a.m. And then it's just a matter of, finding that sweet spot. For me, it's finding contracts that are around $1 to $1.50. Obviously, the later in the day goes, the cheaper they get. So you just kind of wait. Since we were hovering and kind of bouncing between 25 and 35 all day, I figured, taking a 25 or 30 was going to be the best possible move. 30s would have been ideal, but I couldn't get them for $1. I could get 25s for $1. I put a bid on those and uh, just kind of went about my day. Came back, they were filled. Uh, my, I have cells put in, for when those do fill at 5, and then let some runners run. Got out way too fucking early. But yeah, I mean, for me, this sine wave, right? It's getting back to this sine wave. If you see this large of a position, you can almost imagine that the sine wave is more like heavily weighted up here, and then that steep drop off is going to be, more attractive, right? Um, than than hanging around up here. Fuck. Um, and again, Sheen's talked about a lot in the past when deltas of contracts hit zero point 0.2 or zero point 0.8 or negative zero point 0.2 or zero point 0.8, excuse me, Vanna starts to have that magnetic effect. I don't I never saw 5250 hit zero point 0.2. Maybe it did early enough on, but we still couldn't even get there with that pull of Vanna. Um, So once we got close enough to 5,200, I'm sure that put con hit a zero point 0.2 delta and it just zoomed off. And that was that.
Hell yeah.
Uh, Does
Yeah,
a
the
positive negative flip on Vanna need anything? What do you mean, does it need anything?
I think it meant mean anything. I don't know if that's correct, but what Delta looked like pre-market? I wasn't up for pre-market. I tried to be. My alarm hit me up. But I told it no. I need to hold on, move my monitors. So I think that window of weakness, and I don't know, there's like a little bit, I guess, of a hot take, but that's real only relatively important for options that expire on OPEX, and that's because options that expire on OPEX have a fucking higher uh I guess value than normal ODTE options. Um, but window of weakness is like, I want to say it's just for that given day, I guess, for well, like what's going to happen on OPEX and what does that mean after OPEX? Like how is the market going to behave after all those options expire? Because that's a lot of money expiring. Um, I can't tell if you're talking, Fatty. Are you?
No, I'm not. I was
Okay.
letting you roll.
I know. I saw you moving around your Discord thing. Thought you were saying something. Um, hold on. I posted in the group the absolute gex changes between 1228 and 1230 that caused the move down today. Probably worth looking at. Was insanely obvious with the benefit of hindsight. Yeah. I mean, I have yet to take a look at actually what that is and what that means, but it's just something I'll definitely note in the future. Um, I'm uh I'm learning from you guys as well. Um, so I appreciate that.
I'm trying to get the morning print of Gamma too.
More OI during OPEX. Yeah, exactly. More OI, more effect. Again, you got to keep in mind when there's exposures are like, I guess, um, way stronger, I guess, on days where there's a lot of options expiring. And that's kind of the basis of it. ODTE flows though have been getting stronger, which is interesting to see. On flat looking days, do you check for their expiries? I thought today looked like choppy shit, but I backed the expiration to next Friday and the 5200 gex was massive, so I used that as an indicator. That's kind of what I sent in the newsletter on Sunday. I was using Monday to Friday dates. This Friday, this coming Friday. And I was basically like I figured at some point during this week the 5200 draw was going to be stronger and stronger as we moved down. And because we were so close to another absolute gex strike that was in between the 5200 and where spot currently was at that time, the draw to that strike I feel drew us down even further, which was, I think the draw on that strike was 5225. I'd have to go back and look at the newsletter, but I'm pretty sure is that or either 5230. So that is definitely something um I was looking for, but didn't think it would happen till at least tomorrow, actually. Because last week it happened around the same time that that newsletter was sent as well, I think. Um, okay, got it. I've been looking at Vana less first/second week after, but I will try. Yeah, Vana is very important. Vana flows. I would say even more so important in negative environments. Um, is this recorded? Yeah, it's recorded. Saw 5200 blinking most of the day. I rode 5225 1.6 to 6-ish. I don't, if only I didn't trust the footprint, or if only I didn't trust the footprint. I'm assuming you meant trust, but yeah, good job, good job.
Um, yeah, can you see my screen, Gio?
Yeah, so you see.
All right, sweet. So this is another like it's messy, but the setup that like Star Wars fighter setup is there within this, right? So you can see 5250 as a split interest strike. You can see 5225 as a split interest strike, and you can see 5200 as a split interest strike. So there's a lot of mess in here on the call side, but it's not as it's not as weighted on the put side either. And another thing to kind of look at this, you can see the skew of both. which direction is the skew going on both of these? I wish I had that installed. Maybe I'll get that installed for Thursday. But you can see that the skew, in my opinion, anyways, comes up here on the call side, starts to slope down. This has a bit of a, just like the angle of this for me is the tail is pointing to the left, so it's negatively skewed. Um, same over here. Pops up, put skew is pointing way down. But even without even taking skew into account, you can see we've got 5225 as our fulcrum, 5250 as the top end, 5200 as the bottom end. We couldn't get, we hung over 5225 all day, but couldn't push up to that 50. Once we did finally break below 25, I mean, what was the next, where was the next area of interest? Even right off opening print. This is the first picture in the morning, right here, 5200. What was low of day? Like 5203,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, right off open, you can kind of use 5225 as your midpoint, and then take price action into account, right? So if we're trying to get pulled up to 50, or if 50 is our target over 25 and that's not hitting, okay, now we wait a little bit, try and play the reversal, wait till 25 breaks, take puts, aim for 5200. So obviously hindsight is super easy to read, but the goal, in my mind of these classes is to, if you can analyze in hindsight super smoothly, then you just start to apply that to live, and hopefully, uh, things get a little better and a little easier.
Yep. Um, weren't we skewed to the downside almost all day? I honestly didn't pay attention, but I did hear from someone in my DMs that that was the case, which I trust. So I'm gonna say it was, but your boy over here did not do that. Did not do that at all. Footprint was negative, and I thought it was gonna bounce back. Nice. Gio, would there be a way to put some sort of skew percent on the Gex chart, kind of like Liquid was doing with the Vega a while ago? Yeah, we could probably do a skew percent. Trying to think. Um, you could probably do that. It's just a matter of like what's most gonna help people. Again, I was talking a little bit about this on stream. Um, I So I get that there's a lot of like bells and whistles that would be fucking sick, right, to have on a chart. But what's going to be the most good for the most amount of people, right? How many people are going to be able to read skew percentage? Is it just the like 5 people who are really diving into this sort of like rabbit hole that is options exposures? Or is it going to be able to help, a random newbie that's coming in and like is like, well, I don't know how to read this. Should I have it read? Like, what if I could just read it for you, or like implement that into like a signal in itself, I guess, or part of the like, oh, go long here, or go long or short here because we're skewed percent towards this or something. They don't need to know that, but it is part of the calculation, I guess. Um, yeah, so it's just a matter of like the greatest good for the most amount of people, and that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out, I guess, what trying to balance because there's a bunch of shit I would love to put on there, bro. Like, dude, I'm all about the bells and whistles. Don't get me wrong. I'm fucking, bro. I'll throw on shit on the on the chart no one's ever heard of. I'll fucking, but then who's that gonna help besides just me? Like, uh when we first changed the IV skew for the first time, it was like that was like where I was like, okay, well this is something that only helps me. So like it just doesn't help anyone else, just myself. Um so maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Um but yeah, definitely I'll definitely look into it and try to change it. Um so now that we tap 5200, what's the outlook? Honestly, I'd have to see tomorrow morning to see what happens in the on the options dashboard. But my guess is it's a bounce here. I think we're gonna start bouncing a little bit, and then eventually come back down, and then by April OPEX, might see some freakiness. Something have been noticing that I've also been mentioning on stream is that there's a lot of spot up, vol up correlations, recently, all since last Friday. So it was very and like in those types of situations, you get blow off top scenarios a lot of the time, which is what you saw today, what you saw Friday, and I think what you saw yesterday.
Mhm.
Uh, and it's just been happening every single time. Spot up, all up, fucking blow off top, slow grind up, blow off top, like literally all the time. It's crazy. Um, and I completely ignored it today, but that's besides the point. Um, we just need to know when to full port EOD 15 minutes, 69 times play. Yes, I would like that too, dude. Honestly. Uh, I do have a very, very promising algorithm going on here. I could actually send you guys the backtested data. 1 second.
Geo plus 1 day ETF.
Bro, come on. Say it
Uh,
ain't so.
I don't know if you can see my screen, Geo, but this is for from now until OPEX, the data that
For
I have
April, right?
up. Yeah. 327 to 419. So yeah, I mean in my mind,
I see bounce.
5200 is looking pretty tough. If we can crack 52 meaningfully, I think things could get a little spicy with this D adjust down here at 5K.
True.
But that said, I
Kind of
mean, this
fun.
is looking pretty even. So again, we have our, multi-wing TIE fighter situation,
Right.
5200. This is for split gamma on in the raw, 5200 here, 52 or 5150 below it, 5250 above, and even up to 53. So any meaningful time below 5200, maybe we can see 5150. And the longer we spend above it, if we do get a nice bounce back to that 5250 range, over that up to 53
Yes, I like it. But this fucking gravitational pull at 5200 is gonna be
is
fucking wild.
insanity. Yeah.
Geo plus 1 day ATF. Fuck you. Um, do as he says, not as he does. Inverse Geo. True. Don't do as I say. Um, 5K on DHS looks sassy. Yes. Joe had a great question about Jill's thoughts on who's making the big moves we've been seeing during Globex. Honestly, I haven't been monitoring it. I don't know. Don't know. Have no clue. I don't know if Fatty has any thoughts on that, but typically, anything that's not like regular trading hours that you're seeing large moves on is due to low liquidity, thin order book, uh, issues, I guess. Um,
Yeah,
so
just dudes taking advantage of the lack of lick and then just, dropping size on shit to force stop hunts type of a thing or
yep.
force push-ups type of a thing. Um,
Yeah, I tend to not look at after hour sessions because it's I don't want to say it's very manipulated. I hate that word, but it's definitely not normal. Um, love you, bro. Love you too, bro. Huge gaps almost every session. Yeah, it's been gapping a lot for sure. Um, took us a month to rally to 5200. Why couldn't we drop this in 4 sessions? Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, so when I had initially gone long on like October fucking 26th or something, um, I didn't expect to fucking hit all-time highs. I'm not gonna cap. That shit was wild.
and then just keep making them for fucking
Yeah,
3 months.
did not expect that one. Um, so I'm gonna take whatever I can as a win right now, because
Yeah, and if you guys take a peek at I'm not gonna be able to do this, am I? Fuck. If you guys take a peek at my screen, knowing or seeing what Geo just posted as far as where, dealers are trying to place Gamma, there's kind of two ways to go about it. One, we have the type of move that we got today, and we just sync to, what today was 5,200. It's 5K on the OPEX expiry. But when you zoom in, you can see we got our actual flip point. You could argue it's around here, but with the positive at 5,250 and above, I would say it's more likely, the skew's coming down here, and then there's a little flip point at 5,300. So, below 5,200, I would look to play down. Above it, I would look to play up to 53.
what's this about a Robin Hood gold card, bro? I'm seeing it fucking everywhere.
Oh,
What's up,
Rizzy
man?
was talking about it today. Crispy.
Dude, what's up, dude?
Chilling, man. How are you guys?
Chilling? What the hell is this? Deposit $1 million, get 10,000? What the fuck am I gonna?
Dude,
1%
I,
unlimited deep
a
deposit boost.
million in Robinhood is bonkers.
I'll never deposit $1 million in Robinhood, dude.
asking to lose your money.
Mm-hmm.
I'd deposit 1 million in Schwab before I do that. I can't trade Schwab, by the way.
Bro,
Um,
TOS is gonna be hard for me to bail on.
yeah.
But if they fuck up TOS, I will absolutely bail. I'll have to go to IBK, or I guess I could trade overnight,
On the
but
way, man.
that's a
They're
recipe for
working on it.
disaster.
They're working on it for you, ruining it every day as we speak.
Can you show the back test results for the Yago? Yeah, this is only a couple of days though, keep in mind. And actually it's only been like a week, so we're planning on back testing way more. We're just waiting on a few things. And
Holy shit.
this is just like a portion. So what we decided to do was like add different, what's the correct term for this? Skeletons, maybe? I don't know. Like, there's different pieces to a machine, right? This is just one of the pieces, I guess. So this was backtesting basically how to enter on the algo, but not what the algo is targeting. Like, I was like, if that makes sense, I guess. Um, but pretty cool. Not real, by the way, just backtesting historically. So Um, pretty good though. I posted it in Discord. Um, but yeah. So with a grain of salt, we needed better entries on the algorithm, because before the entries were based on risk. So basically the entries were like, okay, well target's this much away, I'm gonna enter now. Um,
Mm.
just copy my entry. Shut the fuck up. Uh, Yeah, so it was basically just seeing how well the entries actually are. And most of the time the entries you'll either know you're very wrong immediately, or you're very right immediately, which is good. Um so yeah, pretty cool. It's also gonna be slight loosely based on absolute gex values. So being above or below is going to determine what type of position it's taking, above or below an absolute gex point. What were the size used for the position? I don't know. Let me see. 1 million cons. No, definitely not. I think it was like
Mm.
fucking 1 mini or something. They were tested on features. I wasn't actually doing it. It was Sheen, so I'd have to fucking ask him. But I can log into the thing right now and see. Fuck, wrong button. How's life, Crispy? How's life treating you?
This is usual, bro.
Hell yeah.
And this market has not been friendly lately.
Anyone else in class full nude right now? What the fuck, bro? Oh, uh, sorry. What was the fucking question? Oh, what's the sizing? Um, let's see. Uh, total trades, average RR, total winners, best win, average win, max loss, average loss, blah, blah, blah. I don't know, but I'll text Sheen. It says average winner though, our average daily P&L was like $1,600. So it can't be like more than one or two, but I'll have to ask him. Is Sheen having fun? No, dude, he fucking hates Italy and he wants to come back with his best bud Gio. No, man, this guy, I think he forgot all about us.
Yeesh.
Spending our 1 year salary at the ball.
Yeah, this guy's got his fucking feet up, like, fucking in the middle of Louis Vuitton 4-story building.
Think he's a
Uh,
manager now.
guy's fucking rubbing one out in the middle of the building, by the way. I'm telling you, IV Sweet plus slow stock. Slow stock. Oh, oh yeah, you were talking about that in Discord. Something I'll check out for sure. If it's helping you, great, great. But I'll definitely check it out. Ladyboy's harder to find there for sure. Poor guy, probably eaten. Yeah. I wonder how they like paper hands in Italy. They don't. Seen the paper hander.
Is that
Um,
Alejandro?
huh?
Is that Alejandro?
I don't know. Maybe. No, that's
No, it's not.
Oh god.
It's catching on. Yeah, does anyone have any more questions regarding the data and or anything?
What the fuck? That's Sheen's foot, by the way. Damn, that was an old picture. Ask the Italians. Come see dice paper hands.
On speed end of day. Let's see.
Uh, can we quick talk about equities versus indexes? Yeah, but like what exactly is the compare and contrast?
Whoa.
What
Holy
exact?
shit.
Yeah, she was there. Damn,
Look at this.
and it wasn't on split, so we wouldn't have caught it.
Holy shit.
Wowzers.
Boom. Yeah,
Mm.
damn. In 1 minute and then bang, they flip it right back.
Sure would have been a layup.
Sheesh, that was when we were at what, 21? Yeah, that's right as the dump started.
Mhm.
Dang. Yeah, phenomenal catch, Matt.
Um,
They tried to hide it real quick.
Yeah, they've been hiding it for a week, bro. It's been so
Yeah,
choppy.
true. True.
I
God
expect to
damn.
follow through today.
I get confused on flip points, on how to get flip points. So flip points are basically just very large support and resistance points.
Wow.
That's basically all you need to know about them. There's a little bit more of a deeper dynamic to it, but that's not really important. What is knowing how to use them in like normal day sense, I guess. There are some like instances where you'll hear me talking about a few random events that may happen but don't happen often. Um, and it could be due to 0 points acting differently, but again, those are few and far between and not really needed every single day. Not even I would say more than a few times a year. So nothing crazy by any sense, but today the premiums were so cheap at open, but we had an insane move end of day. Did someone enter big order end of day, or was the IV mispriced completely? It could have been a misprice. I wouldn't know without having the actual information there at that point. I was playing futures today, so I wasn't even looking at options. Um, but uh, it's interesting to see that they were cheap at the open. That normally doesn't happen. But it also could have been the main cause as to why there was such like slow action in the beginning to towards the middle of the day.
Throughout the day. Yeah.
So that is a telltale sign. When there's low IV, that means there's low liquidity. With low liquidity, you get low movement. So, um, always know that one. Um, Barge Delta Gammas and Fauna. Yeah, C1230. What are you seeing? Lots of bars. I see it. Randy Ivana flips a few months ago. I didn't get it live, but yeah, Absolute Gex all the way. Absolute Gex is fucking wild. And the reason why I know that is because I completely forgot how to use it. And I think 2 weeks ago, when I was long and Fatty was short, he pointed that out, and I was like, "Oh shit, you're right." Forgot about that. My short-term memory isn't the best. Um, was hidden on net within a minute. Yeah, so and these are like instances why you'll see, like, people always ask what's the difference between split and what's the difference between net, what's the difference between this gamma and what's the difference between that gamma. There's these little like instances where things don't show up on all different types of I guess visualizations of gamma exposure. So that's why we have so many different frames of reference to like understand, I guess, where certain things are not exactly happening and when where things are happening. Like what Fatty pointed out a few seconds ago. Um,
I might start watching the Discord for speed and gamma and shit because this is crazy. And if you weren't watching that exact second, you missed this.
yeah, I know there's a lot of people, a lot of the OGs more specifically, that still use the Discord screenshots over the dashboard, which is hilarious to me. Full
Well,
on
you get that
dashboard.
historical. Yeah,
Yeah,
having this is super useful, I think, because that, I mean, that's a fucking slam dunk right there.
yeah, it is.
Just take we're at 21, 52 tens. We're probably like 25 cents.
Yeah. So the thing you
Get
guys
fucking
gotta
50 of
understand,
those.
I think you guys gotta have to understand about the like setting up like any type of historical information is it needs to be saved. And if you're looking
Oh,
at
it
all
would
the,
be an insane amount of data.
yeah, so none of those screenshots are ever being saved. Those ones that are on the Discord, none of them are being saved because that would just cost way too much fucking money. And we're not a big enough company yet to be able to do that. So, um, at some point we will start adding historical stuff, but we need to create a database in order to store all those images and then display them. You can snapshot the data each minute though. Yeah, but it's still so much data. that needs to be snapshotted. There's multiple different exposures. And then they come in every 10 seconds. So it would be a snapshot every 10 seconds for every day. Um, and I guess only having that historical data for the day is period is like okay, and we could do that, but like why not just go all the way and just have historical data from the point that we start storing it and on, I guess. Um, though that's another thing. And then on top of that, we're already storing a lot of the unusual options data. So there's a lot of other things that we aren't like the unusual options data alone is like 100,000 lines of code. And I'm not even exaggerating. It's a fuck ton.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a lot. So it's probably our heaviest module that we have actually. The exposures are probably honestly the lightest. But that's because nothing's being stored. If they were being stored, they'd be pretty much equivalent. And unusual options is already fucking like taking 80% of our bandwidth. So
Damn.
That's crazy.
yeah, it's a lot. Um, but we're upgrading servers right now. So stay tuned. 19 days, I think, or maybe longer. They sent us an email today, so I need to look at that after this. Um, but yeah, yeah. I usually have the Discord speed open to record, except for today. Also, will have screenshot for D80J Gex. Yeah. So eventually, we will be doing all of this shit. Um, Netflix 6 for this motherfucker every time, bro. We have a like a call. He's like,
All
"Yo, what's your
right.
thoughts on Netflix?"
All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. Oh shit. Soon maybe. That is some supportive ass Vanna.
God damn.
Look at this shit. Sheesh. Yeah, probably before April 19th. Is my guess.
Full port.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a lot of meat left on the bone, and those cons are gonna be like fucking 3K probably. But I mean over 650. That flip point's pretty high up there.
I haven't looked at a candlestick chart for any other ticker besides indexes in so long.
Yeah, what's that looking like? Where are you?
I think I want to do a giveaway on Twitter soon. Let me know what you guys want me to give away. Robinhood Gold card.
It's the
Give me the 10K bonus you get from depositing a mil.
Oh god.
Tell them
Uh,
you'll deposit a mil if they start allowing SPX options.
what happens if I deposit 10 mil and then get 100? Do I get 100K or is it like a one-time thing?
so one-time thing. Get me the trading trick.
Dude, true.
Yo.
Yo, do I gotta start wearing latex on stream to get likes or something? Like, what's going on?
I don't think it would hurt.
Do you have cleavage like that?
Oh my god, that was crazy. That was the craziest 3-hour video I've ever seen. Oh my god. Give
Yeah, I
Let's
mean,
gamma hole.
Mink's Geo crossover episode 1. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Give us a free run Traderlink theme pillow, dude. Done, done. Can we have a pizza party at Chio's house? No, fuck you guys. Green screen
But
booty shorts I could do though. Pizza party's out.
Oh, snap. Noakes. That's who's talking about Netflix, right? Earnings is the 18th too for Netflix. And we got this. Shit. I'm gonna see how much 700s are tomorrow. That Ivy run up will be fat. Sell the day before.
Oh no. These guys are getting degenerate on me. See what you've done, Nooks? Unbelievable. Go back to World of Warcraft, dude. Show us your gamma hole, bro. What the? That's a subscription worthy feat right there. $10 a month to see my gamma hole.
Uh, that's what you should do a giveaway just for the trading chick and add her and say, show me your gamma hole for a free lifetime.
Oh my god. Hell no.
Oh shit.
Everyone comment and at me under the trading chicks comment section. Guys, do me a solid. I have no game, guys. Short and to the point class talked about selling his gamma hole for 20 minutes. Oh god, you can do better, Geo? Yeah, man, she's not my type. Sydney Sweeney, baby, all the way. Actually, I need to go watch that Immaculate movie. It's coming out soon. I love scary movies. Uh, invite Trader Chick to be the guest to be a guest teacher. Yeah, the longest 10-hour course you guys have ever watched. That was awesome, dude. Talk about scripted Bitcoin and shit.
Oh my
Whatever,
God.
whatever she was saying. I was
I
reading the
think you could
subtitles.
turn off the audio and get the same
Get the same value.
get the same value. Yeah.
Oh god. Google
Oh
search
shit.
Google searched Bitcoin. That was basically what I watched. 0 point same place as absolute gamma today. What mean? Uh, is it 0 point is the same place as absolute gamma? Oh, today? Like, are you talking about when I took my long at 42.25 and then there was also 0 point there? Dude, honestly, it bounced and I was up and then it didn't. And then it didn't bounce. So,
I
I don't
mean,
know.
yeah, bounced off it like 12 times earlier on. Let's see, I'm
Yeah.
bringing up the chart.
I was up a lot at one point because I was sizing in and then I fucking got fisted. Um,
One, two, three, four. Four bounces off it.
honestly, yes, I would say it is a thing to watch for. Um, the play was good until it wasn't good, is all I'm gonna say. If I was in like options and they went to 20%, I would have took profit, I'm not gonna lie. But I was in futures and I was like, I'm fucking holding because I have no theta and this is chopping and I'm gonna go up. And then it didn't go up. And I was angry. Actually, I went to bed. I was so angry, I went to sleep.
But yeah, another thing, so what Geo is calling absolute gamma is just the strongest strike on both calls and are on positive and negative. So like here I'll go into gamma real quick. Because I think that might be where people are getting confused. So like if we go later in the day. All right, here we go. So today at 12:30, funny enough, the absolute strike or the largest split strike was right at 25, and the flip was right at 25. But then 1 minute later, you get this chonker. It's not as easy to see on net on split, but on net, I mean, that's somebody absolutely slammed cons for 5,200 to pop up like that. Um, and it's a takeover. I mean, that's an egregious amount of 5,200 puts or sold 5,200 calls.
Um, so when two strong strike or when two strongest strikes, which wins if one is more normally the one that's larger wins, right? But in the instance of like a few weeks ago, we had a situation like that where we were in the middle of a like two large absolute strikes. And then one closed out, which is basically a position closing out, and then it like slingshotted towards the other one, and that's typically what I would say is a good strategy. So like if you wanted to wait for confirmation, you're waiting for one of them to close out. Normally the effect or the pulling effect happens instantly. So then normally if you want to or get in early on a trade like that, you would just enter in on whatever side has the largest exposure at that time of entering, and that would be your educated guess on which side's going to win. But most of the time it will be the larger exposure strike. Um, but not all the time. And I think last time a few people waited until they saw the exposure disappear on one end and then just immediately slingshot to the other side, which worked out pretty well for them. But I remember. Geo, that would be a good feature. We need an alarm when some of other AOIs gets more exposure suddenly. Yeah. Alerts are something we were fucking around with. Um, in the beta of Traderlink. And we just never got around to implementing them. I guess we never really realized what the alerts would be doing or how like because like if we had alerts for a bunch of different things, like would we just give people the option to turn some off and some on? Or would we just make alerts for things that are only detrimental to people's positions? Like how would it go? So I think we'll take a look into that in the future for sure. Alerts is something I want to do. Mobile app is something I want to do. Volatility structuring is something I want to do. Algorithm is something I want to do. It's just a matter of what am I going to do first that's going to provide the most value to people. And I think algorithm is just the obvious answer there. Um, but then again, it's like
Yeah,
then there's like bells and whistles you can add on to the platform. But then at that point, what's the fucking point if I just have shit calling out 100% bangers all the time? Like I don't even got to read it. It's even telling me to enter now. That's crazy. Imagine Apex AI telling you where to enter, never wrong. Oh shit, that'd be insane. But that's kind of like what we're going for. Random shit popping up is what we need to see, but we can't be watching it all the time. Yeah, no, I can feel that. Alerts is we'll probably do alert. I mean, if we do implement the algo, alerts are going to be implemented beforehand, just for the simple fact that that needs to be alerted as well, whenever it's taking a position or something, where
right.
it's like this should be
Yeah, I mean, I
viewed.
I I would say just something that like I mean, if you're looking at my screen right now, you can see how this looks at 28 at 3:28 market time, right? And then in a minute we get a vast change. So maybe something that's like if it's, X% different from the previous minute. Does that make sense at all? Gio?
Oh, sorry, what were you saying? I was reading chat.
If you look at my screen right now, or the screen right now, this is at 28, and then the next minute at 29 is this, and then it immediately goes back to more or less what it looked like at 28 with a little bit of more downward leaning skew. But
Right.
if you could have an alert that um was just like, the curve, I guess, is, above a certain percent of difference, almost like a relative volume alert, except relative skew alert, or like
Okay.
relative shape alert, relative gamma size alert. I don't know what the fuck
Yeah.
you'd call it, but I mean, look at that difference, and then a minute later, it's gone. But
Yeah.
if you get an alert at this moment, you're like, oh shit, down, 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 down. And then
Right.
you just blindly slap cons.
Yeah, we could probably do something like that when we were fucking around with the distribution curves, because currently that's what we have up on our development site. So we have like
Nice.
something that's showing distribution curves around the exposures. But honestly, curves are tricky because it's a certain type of math in order to get a smoothing curve around a
Yeah,
distribution.
dude. I was trying to do it in Excel and it's fucking hard. That's why, like Machi was texting me or messaging me about, how to basically get a skew like drawn for you in Excel, or, he's doing shit in MATLAB now. And I was like, dude, I have no idea. I just draw it. I literally just kind of like draw it in my mind and then
Yeah,
sort
that's
of
kind of
throw out a guess. He's trying to approach it from a mathematical point of view and like nail the exact number based on, math. And I'm like, finger paint.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it too. I normally just envision what the fuck's happening in my head. Um,
Yeah, exactly.
but uh
Same.
But yeah, getting a skew would be kind of cool on the chart. So that's one thing that we're messing around with. It's just not perfect yet. Like the skew gets messed up because if Gex looks fucking weird, right? It doesn't account because like you know how some instances where you'll get gamma exposure being positive, 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 and then negative, and then positive, 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 and there's just random negative bar in the middle of the distribution. Um, it that will fuck up the skew completely
Mm,
because
like
it'll
this little guy.
yeah, some shit like that. It'll fucking mess it up. It actually will mess it up
It'll get
worse than that.
wonky.
Yeah. So that's a challenge, but we'll fucking hurdle it. Just haven't had the time to sit down and do it yet.
Like
Um,
this.
Bangors,
Dude,
yes.
this
Maybe some.
data end of day was absolutely insane, man.
Did you full port Adderall to have a brain like this? Something like that actually. Have you ever seen the movie Lucy? I was kidding. Um, yeah, Adderall is like my life source. Um, Unironically. Uh, Maybe something simple that keeps track of the past 10 minutes of data and the next 1 minute deviates more than X percent. It sends an alert for gex/speed. Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of trying to explain, but you said 10 times better, Patty.
Yeah, I think we could maybe do something like that. I'm just trying to think of how that would work. Um, 10 minutes of data. Actually deviate. Hmm. Okay, but I mean, the thing that I would just see being an issue there is what if it deviates before the 10 minutes and it doesn't send an alert? Um, that's my problem to deal with. I'll figure it out. Or we'll figure it out, I guess, as a team.
Well, I mean, the in my mind, right? We always talk about waiting to the end of the day when premiums are cheaper.
Yeah.
And so like if it deviates within the first 8 minutes, like whatever, who cares? Premiums are too expensive. I'll miss that move all the time if I can catch that one at 12:29.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Um, Book. Trying to think of the best approach for something like this. Dude, I feel so fucking useless without my notebook. It's at the office and it's been at the office for like the last 3 weeks. Um, I got all my shit in there. Because something has to have. Do you full pour Adderall? Yes, I do. At one point, someone had said about adding the delta on the Vanabars. Is that going to happen possibly? Okay, so yes, but not like that. So what we had planned initially was to condense all of our exposure modules into just one module, right? And you'd be able to select the exposures you want to see for whatever time that is
Oh.
with like a tab section, right? And then eventually you could just overlay them all if you wanted to. Like you could overlay all the exposures together and you would just be able to see a fucking monstrosity of whatever distribution curve you're looking at. Fucking it's gonna look like a ball of yarn. But but you can like overlap certain exposures together, just like mix and match type of thing, if you wanted to. So that's what one of our original thoughts was. It's just you know, all these fucking thoughts, four program or three programmers. Dude, I don't even know. You
That's
know.
tough.
So you know, as we grow, small team right now, but we'll fucking get it.
One day I'll learn Python and help out. But
Yeah,
for
dude.
now, I'm just playing in my fucking think script sandbox.
I was like thinking like what if we just made the whole platform just fuck it all up and just make it completely sandbox oriented. But then it's like
Oh
well
my
then
god.
someone new joins and it's like well fuck how do I use this? Like it's like someone brand new like here's MATLAB bro. Like
Yeah.
like all right dude well I don't know how to do any of this shit. So um okay, just beta test the EOD alerts. I will test the EOD alerts. Actually, fuck. Yeah, I can maybe I'll fucking sample test it tomorrow and I'll send you guys random sounds, a moaning alert. So you guys fucking are at work. It fucking bangs out. Nasty alert by Sheen or something. Just him moaning. Yo, change in AOI. Um, let's see. We're not all geniuses, bro. That's why I'm fucking getting to the algorithm, dude. Trying to get as fast as possible. I'm trying to hurdle everything else, leave all the bells and whistles behind, and and then get to the algorithm. Once the algorithm's complete, then it's like, oh shit, now we got some bang. Even if it's not 100% accurate, and honestly, that's the only reason that I could see myself in the future not releasing it for the fact that it's not 100% accurate, because I'm very uh, like I don't know. I if it's regarding my own work, I need it to be like perfect, I guess. And if it's not perfect, I'll never release it. But fucking, I'll have to tough it out and be like, all right, it's fucking like 80% or 90% accurate. Hopefully, I can get it to 90%. That'd be fucking sick. But if it's only 80%, I might have to fucking drop it regardless. But that's besides the point. If the risk to reward is there and the defined risk is there, then we're good. Um, so that'll be it. Uh, all matter priority for me. The change visibility and the alerts would be the highest priority. Okay, okay. It's good to know. It's good to know. Close the fuck door. Yep. Um, change in AOI and use it. Okay. Geo, will you stop doing stream when Sheen comes back? I hope not. So yeah, Sheen and I were talking about that. Um, we're having him do something else for us in Traderlink, and he's going to be primarily working on that. And it's going to be too much work for him to probably stream, but um so I'll probably be taking over the streams at least for an extra month or something or 2 months because personally if I'm streaming, I'll never be at the office because it's just like as soon as I'm done streaming, it's just what's the point of being at the office if I'm gonna leave at like in the next hour or two. So I'll probably be streaming for like the next month or two after Sheen comes back. And then he'll take them over again, and then we'll just maybe alternate on a certain month to month basis. But something like that maybe. She been put on the back desk? No, dude, he's working on some important shit for us. So he's been uh kind of I can't really say. Can't really say. Can't really say.
Dude,
Um,
when merch, I would absolutely buy a free Sheen shirt.
Free Sheen, dude, a mugshot of him? Nah, he's too nice to have a mugshot. I'd have to make that shit up. Screw everything
We
else
can
I
just
got.
have Alejandro, meme it, figure out a way to Photoshop it.
One Traderlink neon sign for live stream, dude. Yeah, I need to up the live stream stuff. I need to have stream alerts and fucking. I was thinking about making a portfolio for you guys and just fucking throwing in money and then having you guys trade it. Like take take like poll answers and like, yo, what should we trade today? Making this or this, A, B or C, A, B, C or D, and then you guys choose, and then we do another poll on what a contract to take. We do another poll on, you know, what we're
Oh
seeing.
my God, that would be fucking dope.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I just don't know YouTube's guidelines for actually like trading like that and stuff.
Just
Um,
put it on Discord.
oh, that's true. I could do that.
And if you want to like actually like live stream it, can't you do a stream in Discord? I guess that
Yeah.
kind of defeats the purpose of like advertising, though.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't really be for advertisement purposes. It would just be for like,
Fun.
yeah, cause number one, I don't think that would be able to be advertised on fucking YouTube, at least not from what I know. But
Yeah, that's fair.
algo good, but better to know how to use Expo when algo not up, so both are good, right? Okay. What if the algo is never not up? What if it's always up, never down? Well, okay, goal, right? We make algorithm. Just make the dashboard free, right? Fucking unlimited bandos. I could probably front the bill with unlimited algorithmic money. Fucking uh make the dashboard free at a certain point. Just pay CBOE their fucking pay the piper money. Um
Yeah, and then
but
you have get a million signups.
yeah. A million signups and then I sell all your information of Facebook and Instagram. And then all of a sudden you guys are getting targeted ads for some reason. Whoa, bro, how does this guy know that I'm into trader kink? Um 1 million signups, 10 million questions. Dude, the only question is should be how many times can I use the algo without fucking getting PDT rule? Uh 2 mil to 5K in chat is controlling trades. If chat is controlling trades, yeah, dude, definitely. I'm gonna fucking need a new job. When this Netflix 650 is the only question. Bro, this guy. Netflix is the new meme. My aunt works for Netflix. Actually, I forgot about that. I should fucking. She asked me the other day. She texted me. She was like,
Ask her what's going to 650.
she was like, she was like, should I sell my shares? I was like, ooh, I haven't looked at Netflix in years, bucko. Um, ask her. Yeah, I'll ask her. Insider trading. She's pretty high up there, so she might know. She might know a thing or two. Is she single? Guys, get out of here. Get out of here. Shoo. Shoo. I should be asking you guys that. Are you guys single? Knox. Double cheeked. Yo. Um, but show me your gamma hole boy. Oh hell no. Um, but I think we're coming to a close here on this fucking call. Any other questions? Where's Liquid been? Honestly, no clue. He hasn't really said anything. Thank you for the stream. You guys are the goats. I appreciate that. Thank
I
you.
spoke, I spoke to
Yeah,
Liquid
thank you guys
today.
for tuning
Yeah,
in.
I spoke to Lick today, by the way. He's just been busy with work.
Cool, cool. Um, yes, I'll
Selling his
upload the
gamma
recording.
on Wendy's.
I appreciate everyone that's been interacting on our social medias and stuff. Really helps us to keep moving forward with all this stuff. So appreciate you guys that are interacting with the stream as well. It's fun, it's enjoyable, and I'm not just fucking looking at my chart like, oh shit, this is gonna happen. Crickets. Oh shit, this is gonna happen. So really appreciate it. But other than that, I'm gonna catch some Z's in a second. Actually, I'm gonna go for a nice walk. I haven't been outside yet. I was waiting for the sun to go down. Catch these hands. All right. All right. I'm gonna end the call here, guys. I appreciate it.
All right,
See you later.
y'all. Have a good night, Gio.
All right, peeps.
See you
Sorry
later.
I was late.